All right, everyone. So WWE has unveiled a women's U.S. championship. Now, this is a huge, huge deal because I think it's needed. The bottom line is you look at the talent in the women's division now, and it is just at an all-time high, right? And it's not just that they're, putting them in good storylines. It's that the fans are buying into everything they're doing on both sides of it, right? So you have fans that are buying in on the Liv Morgan stuff. You have fans that are buying in on the Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, all of that stuff. So you have really two dominant storylines. And the problem is that when you look at the women's division, you look at I don't even want to say mid card because a lot of these people are actually, main eventers. But I mean, people like, Bailey, Io Sky, they're now some of them are back in that main event scene. And obviously Bailey was recently, but once she lost the title, it was kind of okay, back down to that area where what's next for her, right? Or damage control. All of these different groups are, they're really at this point because there's only those two titles. It's tough to have all this talent in the main event discussion. Keep adding these titles. Add a United States Championship. Add, if you can continue to grow it out, add another one. But you do have to be careful because you don't want to water it down and have it. Because even on the men's side, it is true that if the men, you could make the argument the men should have more titles because the men, they have all this talent that's being unused. But the problem is you water down those championships. That's why they're not doing it, and you don't want to do that to the women's division. So you have a United States Championship. I think that's a good idea. Maybe there's room for another one down the line, seeing how this one works out. But I just think they're doing a great job of. You don't want to do it all at once. You want to make sure everything you do has some sort of meaning behind it and that the fans are behind it. Because if you start adding too much and you expand it too far too quickly, what you're going to run into is people just not caring. And you're going to have somebody that gets a title or is holding a championship and nobody cares about that championship. That's an issue. And that's something that, they have to be careful of. But this is needed because the bottom line is there's just too many talented female wrestlers right now that don't have a championship opportunity because, the right now you have these two great storylines going on in the main event and you can't mix that up. You can't change that. So now this gives another thing for all those other wrestlers to compete for. So thank you all for watching.